it's Suzanne here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Suzanne. I'm a music teacher from New Jersey, and this channel is just slowly evolving. I'm still kind of new to the YouTube game here. This is only like my fourth or fifth video. I kind of lost count. Originally, this channel was going to be like teacher tricks, tips, and ideas, and it still is, especially if you're a music teacher. However, I have a very broad mind, I guess, and I have just come up with other things I'd like to talk about on this channel, mostly relating to education. So if you're cool with me just talking about some different things, then keep on watching. Today we're going to be talking about teacher discounts, and I'm feeling like kind of just feisty today because I went through this whole experience on Saturday, and I just feel like I have a lot of thoughts and opinions and things to say about it. So if you are interested in hearing what I have to say, then keep on watching. So I have to admit, the reason I wanted to make a video about teacher discounts is because I had a super frustrating experience on Saturday. It actually made me cry. That was how frustrating it got. But I find that a lot of companies want to help teachers out. If you live under a rock and you're not a teacher, teachers don't make a lot of money. Our income is small despite us having college degrees and being professional. I believe I read a statistic that said we make about 40% less than the average college graduate. So money is tight for us, and most people recognize that, which is why we have Teacher Appreciation Day and teacher discounts and things like that. So going to this frustrating experience, I've found that the process of getting teacher discounts can sometimes be extremely frustrating. Now, there was one company, shout out to AC Moore. AC Moore is super simple to get your teacher discount. All I had to do was bring my teacher ID to the register. They put my name in the system, and I don't even have to continuously show my ID. They just look up my name and I am in the system. That's how it should be. But this experience that I had just showed me that that is not the case. So here we go. So I just recently moved back in October to a beautiful micro apartment in New Jersey. I definitely downsized from my last two living situations. I'm in an apartment that's just about 400 square feet, so it's very small, it's very cozy. I'm still getting it together, which is why everything just looks so white right now. But I moved in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, when everything was just going on, and we were also in the middle of virtual teaching. My school district has been virtual since March of 2020. So one thing that was just really important was getting a solid internet connection. Now, the last place I was living temporarily, the internet was kind of like wonky. We had to call the internet provider a couple of times to come by. So when I moved to this new area, I had a choice of that last company or Verizon. So just based on my previous experience with the other company just being like wonky, I decided to give Verizon a call, and it turned out that Verizon had a representative that was in my building, so it seemed to be like very simple. I talked to him. Now, of course, like I'm going to ask if there's a discount because, again, like I don't make a ton of money. I live paycheck to paycheck. That's just like my style of living right now. That's my situation. And so I brought it up and I said, like, look, I'm virtual teaching. I really need my internet to be reliable. And the rep, of course, was very nice because, they're trying to sell something. And he mentioned that Verizon was offering a teacher discount. And he said, he, told me all these bells and whistles saying, you get high-speed internet and you're going to get Disney Plus for the next 3 years, and your rate is going to be consistently this amount once you're approved as a teacher. So I guess like the discount was like only like $5 less than the regular rate, but like, $5 adds up over the month. So I still want the discount. And they also said the big thing that made me really just want to go with Verizon was because the rate was not going to change. They said that once I was in that teacher discount, the rate would remain the same for 3 years. And as somebody who lives paycheck to paycheck and likes to plan for everything, I wanted to know that my rate was going to stay the same. Now, I thought this would be relatively simple. To this date, now I moved back in October. It is now January 2021. I still have not received my discount. I am still paying the full price, and that is because the experience with Verizon has been so difficult to get this teacher discount. It actually reduced me to tears when I was trying to work with them on Saturday. I was also talking to them yesterday, and it just turns out that this process is so difficult. And I don't want to just come down hard on Verizon, because I do feel that there's probably other companies that are doing like a very similar process. And I just feel like it's a little dishonest. Like they will, be upfront saying like, hey, we have a teacher discount program, but you are going to have to do all these things and jump through all these hoops and call all these different places and get redirected on the phone about 20 times before you might qualify for this discount. So let me backtrack a little bit. So when I inquired about the discount, I didn't get like the right information at first. First, they sent me to this website where I had to put in my work email, and it didn't recognize my work email, even though like my work email like has the @edu and then my district's extension. It didn't recognize me as a teacher. So I emailed them and I said, hey, like this isn't working. Is there an alternative? So then they directed me to a site called id.me. I'll put it on the screen here, id.me. And I had to go in and I sent them my teacher certification paperwork. And within like a couple days, I got something that said, you're approved. And I thought, okay, cool, like this must be it. Well, they told me that the discount would probably come within 1 to 2 billing cycles. So I waited it out and no discount happened. So I did not realize that there were further actions I had to take, because nobody bothered to explain it to me, because they love to talk about their discount programs, but they don't want to actually explain to educators or anybody else, because I saw like this discount like also applies to like other first responders and things like that. They don't want to actually explain the process you have to go through. So after a couple months, I'm like, okay, hey, I'm still paying the full rate here. It's been several months and nothing's gone down. So this led me to call Verizon. And if you've ever called any type of big company, you get the robo caller type of experience. So you're on hold, you're trying to do anything feasibly possible to speak to a person. And then when you do get a person, they tell you that you've called the wrong line, and then they put you on hold again. I want to say that at one point I was on hold with Verizon for close to 50 minutes. So when I was saying I was on the phone with Verizon for 3 hours on Saturday, like a lot of that was just waiting and hold time, because they kept rerouting me around about this discount. Now, you're probably wondering by now, is the $5 discount really worth it? Well, just as for someone who lives paycheck to paycheck, it is worth it for me, just to have the peace of mind to know that my rate isn't going to change for 3 years. That was part of the motivating factor. But I'm just trying to do what I can to make my life livable and not have to struggle so much. So I was just very stubborn about it. So I go through several different people who are trying to talk me through the process, because it turned out there were more steps after I signed up for ID Me. Then I had to go back to Verizon. I had to go to this special page that they don't really tell anybody about, and then you have to log in through ID Me. So we did this, and then two problems were happening. First, it was saying that I was not eligible, even though I was sending the confirmation email from ID Me to Verizon. I was saying, like, look, they gave me this email stating you now qualify for teacher discounts. Like, I literally showed them the email, but they were saying, like, you don't qualify. So then that was happening. And then other times I was getting redirected to a page where it was prompting me to purchase things in order to receive my discount. So I didn't get it resolved on Saturday. I tried several different avenues. I tried going through several different people on the phone. I tried chatting through their Verizon chat. I tried Facebook chatting them. And eventually, like, even I started requesting a manager because I was just getting so frustrated, and I was actually like in tears at one point because I was just so frustrated with how hard they make this process. And at one point, one of them like kind of had the nerve to say to me, like, well, why don't you contact the ID Me company and see why this isn't working? And I like turned around and said to them, why are you making this so hard for teachers? Like, teachers are busy enough as it is. Why can't I just send my documents somewhere? Like, I will send you my certificates. I will send you a photo of my ID if you need it. Like, it should be that simple. Why are you making your customers like contact other companies and go through all these loops just to get verified? Like, I've shown you already the email stating that I was confirmed. So I don't get it. And it wasn't resolved. And one solution they gave me was, they said, oh, well, there's another way you can do it. You can email this email address. I'll put it right here on the screen, and you can send your documents there. Well, I sent my documents there, and it's been 4 days now, and there has been no response. They gave me a confirmation number, and they said, you can reply to this email, and we will keep you updated on your status. I've replied to it. There's been no answer. There's been no update. There's been nothing going on. So roll around to Tuesday, yesterday. I called again. Was told I was calling the wrong line. Got put on hold. Waited on hold. Asked for a manager. Got put on hold more. Finally, I got a manager to help me, and she took me through the same steps I went through on Saturday. She was a lot more patient. Like, I thought she was awesome. But she took me through all the same steps, and we were still running into the same block where it was saying, like, I was not eligible, even though ID Me had confirmed me as a teacher. So then she tried on her end, like, I gave her my password, I gave her my details. She tried it, she was still running into the same roadblock, and she said to me, you're going to have to contact ID Me and find out what is going on and why this discount isn't working for you. And I said to her, and I wasn't trying to make her feel bad, but I said, why isn't there another way that you're doing this? Like, nobody is going to have time, like, realistically, to go through all these steps to get a discount. Like, why isn't there just a simple, like, upload your certificate number, or upload your teacher ID, or upload your pay stub? Why isn't there just a simple upload button? Why am I having to contact another company to find out why your verification system isn't working? And she just, apologized again and said, I'm sorry, like, I wish there was an easier way, but this is how we do it now. And it left me, and I still haven't got it resolved to this day, but it just left me feeling like they complicate it on purpose. It's absolutely intentional to attract teachers in, to attract first responders in, and whoever else gets the ID Me discount. It's meant to attract them in, but it's also designed to frustrate them, so some of them will just not go through with getting the discount. I just believe it's deliberate. So those are my thoughts. I will keep you posted on if I actually do get this discount. I'm sorry this is a little bit different than what I've been doing with my regular teaching videos, but I was so aggravated by this and so upset and frustrated, and I still haven't gotten it resolved. So I just wanted to like jump on the camera and share my experience with this and see if anybody has gone through something similar. If you do know of teacher discount programs that are valid, that are an easy process, just like AC Moore was a very easy process, then I invite you to leave a comment and let me know what teacher discounts you are taking advantage of that were easy for you to get. And if you enjoyed this video, I would invite you to like this video and make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more teaching content videos, especially for music teachers. And thank you for checking in with me this week. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.